welcome back to my channel, The Ray Experience. As you can see by the title of the video, today is going to be a reaction video and we're going to get a little educational and we're going to talk about things that a lot of people, especially in my age group, I don't know, they don't like to talk about this type of stuff. So if you read the title, then you already know I'm going to be reacting to a cut video concerning when, I think it was like, when were you last tested for an STD? Keep it 100 cut. So they basically interview 100 people and they ask them when the last time they've been tested, and I'm going to be reacting to it. I'm going to be giving my opinions. This is a judgment-free zone. I'm not judging these people. I just want to touch bases on the importance of getting tested and also bringing awareness to everyone that, you know, there's nothing wrong with making sure you're okay, making sure that, you know, you're clean, and making sure that, you know, you're not transmitting anything or, you know, to anyone else. And yeah, so let's get into it. I'm gonna get my headphones. I gotta get it situated and set up, and we're gonna get into it in just a moment. So and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at __RoyalRay. And yeah, okay y'all, so I'm back ready to screen record. I've already recorded in this attire. I did just go wet my hair some more. So yeah, all this look familiar for a reason, girl. I done already recorded. I'm going ahead and knocking these videos out. So let's go.
When were you last tested for an STD?
Earlier this year.
Did you have a scare?
Yes, I did.
Anything you want to talk about? Oh.
We asked 100 people when were they last tested for
When
an
were you
STD.
last tested for an STD?
Whoa. STDs? It's been a long time. A couple years ago.
Probably like 2 years ago.
3 years ago?
It's been about 6 years.
Let's slow it down, y'all. 3 years, 2 years, 6 years. Damn. I don't know people's situation, and I don't really like to speak on people's situation, but I just hope they celibate. I just hope that they ain't out here. No, I hope y'all celibate and keeping it close, baby, if you're gonna be doing it like that, okay?
Is it important to get tested?
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. You should do it. You should always do it.
Yes.
I should do it.
It's like a thing that you just have to do, you know?
Even when in a committed relationship?
It's good to like make sure, you know?
When were you last tested?
Yeah, even if you're in a committed relationship, baby, you don't know what he doing, you don't know what she doing. You know, let's just, you know, let me put my phone, because I don't.
Tested for an STD?
Never. This is not going to help with my sex life, is it?
Okay, when were you last tested for an STD?
I don't remember. I'm not even sure if I ever have. I have never been tested for an STD.
Yeah, I
Fuck
haven't
outta
really
here.
done one of those tests.
I mean, aren't you worried that you might accidentally give somebody something?
You should be.
I don't think I have anything.
When were you last tested for an STD?
The only true way to know that you don't have anything is to get tested, because a lot of these STDs, STIs don't have symptoms like herpes, chlamydia, HPV, things of that sort. They don't have any symptoms. So yeah, keep that in mind.
Never.
How many people have you slept with?
One.
How many people has she slept with?
One. Hopefully.
When were you last tested for an STD?
Probably when I got divorced because he was in the military. And I was like, that cheater didn't give me anything, did he?
Have you ever tested positive for anything?
I ended up getting HPV from a guy that cheated on me.
I was scared that I caught.
HPV is one of the most common STDs out here. They do have a vaccine you can get vaccinated for it. It's a 3-series shot. They usually recommend you to get it around the age between 12 and 14. So yeah, and I think you can get it through touching because it's warts or whatever. So yeah, y'all go get vaccinated if you haven't. The shots, it hurts. It's terrible.
Chlamydia when I was 17,
and it turned out I had chlamydia when I was 17. I did test positive for chlamydia once, yeah.
And luckily it was treatable.
They literally just gave me 2 pills to take, and they said it went away in a week.
Do you get tested regularly?
For a while, there was a long drought, so there was not a need to get tested. But I tried every 4 months.
3-4 months.
At least every 6 months.
Every year. I get tested every year.
Why?
For peace of mind.
I'll get tested if I have a risk.
Definitely for peace of mind. I like how she said for peace of mind, because child, you need that. Like, you don't want to just put in the back of your head, oh, I don't know if I have something, I don't know, you know, just go ahead and get the results. That way, whew, the anxiety and all of that will be wiped away clean once you know your results.
Risky encounter, like if a condom breaks or something, or if I get worried.
What's the process?
The process of getting tested recently was really uncomfortable for me.
I mean, if you're bad with needles, it's gonna be rough for you.
All I had to do was pee in a cup.
They have blood tests, they have urine tests.
I got swabbed.
A Q-tip goes inside of your vagina.
Swabbed with my coochie copy.
You're what?
Coochie copy.
When were you last?
So yeah, sorry to keep stopping. So when you're swabbed, that's usually for STD, for STIs, things like that. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, trichotomia. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that. They do for yeast infections, bacteria vaginosis and things like that when you get swabbed. Usually when they take your blood, that's usually for HIV, AIDS, what else? Syphilis, herpes, things like that.
Tested for an STD.
Actually pretty recently.
Yesterday?
Last week.
2-3 weeks ago?
A month ago.
A month and a half ago?
A few months ago.
Like 3 months ago. Are you gonna ask me how it came back?
I don't want to talk about it.
What were the results?
Well, hopefully that's true.
Or, no, not positive. Negative.
I'm positively clean.
They were negative.
Clean. Clean as a bean.
She's clean, babe.
I've had some scares though. WebMD is like not your friend.
Have you ever had an STD scare?
A scare, but I want it on the record that it was negative.
I made out with somebody who had herpes, so I was like really paranoid.
I was flying and I like turned on my phone when we landed and it was just like somebody that you've had sex with tested positive, you should get tested too. And I was like, oh, that sucks.
I had 1 or 2 scares back in the early days, and that's when the test results took 2 weeks to get to you. And so you got 2 weeks to contemplate your life choices and all the shit you've done and everybody you're gonna contact, and how do you explain like how you got it and whatnot. Because the person who I cheated with, she was also prostituting on the side, so it really made things scary.
You had any?
Yeah, okay, so I was going to touch on how he said it takes 2 weeks. Where I go to the gynecologist. It takes about a week, and yeah, that is kind of crazy, because like 2 weeks, so you just sit right there like, oh, I don't know. For 2 weeks, for someone who's having like a scare or something like that, that is a long time. But he was messing with a prostitute. Yeah, that's risky business. That's
Scary results, ever?
Nope, pure smiles. They actually put smiley faces on your results.
You ever had any STDs?
No, I haven't.
I've never had an STD.
Not yet.
I've never had anything, but I've had my
She said, not yet. What does that mean? Not yet. So, I mean, hopefully never, girl. Talk about something not yet.
fair share of UTIs.
I've had yeast infection before. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me anytime soon.
Have you ever had an STD?
Oh yeah.
I did have one.
What'd you get?
Gonorrhea, which sucks and hurts.
And the worst part was my mom saw the results in the mail.
Have you ever had any STD?
No.
Would you tell us if you had?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Maybe? No.
Probably not, especially if it's in the past and it's not existing.
But isn't it important to have conversations around this?
No.
Why not?
It's really private, like between you and your partner.
Is that a lot to ask?
To what, be honest about your like
STD
history? I think it's a lot to ask to share on camera because there's a lot of stigma against it, but I do think it's important to talk about it if you have tested positive.
Absolutely.
I feel like the more open people are, the less shaming and the less taboo it is about certain things.
Your status sexually is really important and something to be normalized.
Get tested, wear condoms, be smart, just fucking do it.
Yes.
PSA from your local gay.
Okay, so let's end that. Okay, so yeah, I just want to touch on a few things in the video. So yeah, so this was a pretty interesting one. It caught my attention a few months ago, and I was like, oh my god, I want to do a video about STDs and STI awareness and things of that sort. And this was the perfect video to go along with that. It's very important to get tested. Usually doctors or whoever recommend that you get tested every new partner, or you at least get tested at least. Me, what I say 2 times out of the year. Just visit your gynecologist and making sure that you're getting it done and things like that, because you don't want to, first of all, you don't want to put yourself in deeper shit by not getting tested. I think that, because I know for like most diseases, if you have them for so long, they start to affect other things in your body. For example, I believe syphilis could cause like blindness if you have it for so long without getting it tested. I mean, without getting it treated. Then you have other STDs and stuff like that. If you don't get treated, it can start fucking with your fertility, and you won't even be able to produce or have kids in a family, all because you were scared of the results. So I just encourage anybody and everybody to get tested. Practice safe sex. I don't care if it's oral or whatever you doing, that's your business, but make sure that you're keeping up with that stuff. Make sure that if you having sex, protect it, use a condom. And then like somebody told me that certain condoms even tell you like, oh, this doesn't protect against this or that. Also, I believe somebody was telling me they have a pill, so like if you think you slept with somebody with HIV or AIDS, I'm not sure which one it is, I'll put it on the screen. If you take the pill within 24 hours or something like that, you could not get it. So yeah, they have that. Then they have PrEP, which also is something I believe, I'm not sure how PrEP works exactly, but you could look it up and do your research on PrEP. Also, I'm trying to see what else do they have. Oh yeah, the vaccine for HPV, which is heavily common. It's a shot, and you just go get the 3 series. They didn't let me get all 3 of mine in one day for whatever reason, I'm not sure. Yeah, so that'll be really, really good to get. And yeah, just being safe and making sure that, you know, you're getting tested. You have people in these videos saying, oh, I've never been tested. That's crazy. That's crazy. You, as a young adult, if you're gonna make the decision to do certain things, I just think that you should be asking these types of questions. It may be uncomfortable, but you rather be safe than sorry. Asking people, when was the last time you been tested? Where's your results? Usually results come in like a portal or on paper, but I do like telemedicine, so that's a video chat with my gynecologist. And you know, so thank God, you know, I've never contracted anything. At the end of the day, none of us are exempt. If you out here doing anything, kissing, they got mono and all that, syphilis and all that, so nobody's really exempt, y'all. Ain't nobody not walking around untouchable. That's why it's important to have these conversations, and it's important to get tested and see these results. I would recommend going to the clinic with the person. That way ain't no cut throughs. I know what your status is, you know what my status is, and then so there's no confusion. So if that person does have X, Y, and Z and it's not curable, then it's your choice to make the decision on whether you want to pursue that situation or not. I think that's the safest thing to do. What else? Also, they, you know, if you don't, so say if you don't go to the clinic with the person, you know, they say be on the lookout for certain bumps, abrasions on the skin down there and things like that, because that could be possible STDs. And look for what they say, like certain, I don't know, they say look for cuts, abrasions and things like that, because that could be a sign of herpes or it could be a sign of this. But my whole thing is to knock all of that out, just go get tested. hey, you gotta do it. You can't run from it your whole life. Eventually you're gonna have to go to the clinic to get tested. So just do it. It's smart. You will not regret it. You'll be happy, especially if you don't know. So it's like, go ahead and just go to get that off your brain, get that off your mind, and release that burden. So if you do have something, hopefully it's curable, and if not, it's not the end of the world. They have it's certain communities and people that could help you get through that. It's just like, you want to know these type of things. So hopefully everyone is being safe, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned. I'm talking about stay tuned. Good night. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to wipe this off and edit and go to sleep.